Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is Woodinville. This is their straight bourbon whiskey, coming in at a 45% ABV, no age statement. Now, I actually got to try this it's probably been about a month or two ago. My brother was a pretty big fan of it. He brought it over for me to try. And of the family, he's more the bourbon whiskey, I'm more the scotch. So it's kind of interesting that we can pair up and try each other's bottles. But he really, after trying this, I was shocked on how much I really enjoyed it. And Woodinville's been doing a lot of crazy, interesting things in their mindset. I don't know who's in charge over there, but from what I've been told and from reading some other reviews and watching a few, Woodinville's really making a name for themselves, which is fantastic to see. With that in mind, we're going to be trying this two different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add a couple drops of water, see if anything changes up. And I just love this bottle. It's perfect size for the hand. I love the wood cork top. It's a fresh bottle, just took off the plastic. Let's see how well it pours. That's the big question, because I'm an idiot when it comes to pouring. Decent enough. I love the bit of branding they've done on the side with the Woodinville. It just looks great. I love it. Nice dark color there. Little golden brown color. Beautiful. Let's go for notes. Woo. I love the nose on this one. And that's actually what made me go out and buy my own bottle of it. I could have easily stolen his for a bit. So you get a bit of those classic notes. You're getting a bit of that caramel, getting a bit of that oak in there. But it's got a sweetness to it, like a sugary, brown sugar sweetness in there. I'm getting a bit of I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I'm getting a bit of fruit in there. Ooh. Did I just get banana? I might be getting a banana note in there. Just light in there. Like a banana apple mix. Just faintly. I think that's what I'm getting. Oh, it's just got a beautiful light nose to it. I love that bit of sweetness on there. Not quite, maybe a little bit of cherry, but that's kind of stretching it for me. Maybe not. Hold on. I said that, now I'm changing my mind. Almost like maraschino cherry sweetness. Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting. Okay, let's go for taste. Right away, getting a bit of that sugary sweetness. You're getting a bit of that maraschino cherry quality to it for me. That oak is in there. Not a super long finish. Still kind of trailing out here a bit with that little bit of oak. Oak showing up a little stronger now. Getting a bit of that vanilla sweetness, that vanilla caramel. For me, normally when I get bourbon whiskeys, the first three things I usually pick up on is like your vanilla, caramel, sometimes your oak. Sometimes it's a brown sugar sweetness for me. It's usually in that flavor profile wheel. But here I'm getting a bit of almost, it's not like a rye, but you're almost getting a bit of herbiness to it. Mixed in there, I'm getting a bit of that almost maraschino cherry syrup on the finish. Just enough. It's not super pungent, but it's enough to at least make it known that it's here. Oh, it's so good. This was actually one of the first bottles of bourbon whiskeys that made me go, maybe I'm missing out from drinking all this scotch. Because I was like, wow, that is a really amazing profile that it has. It's simple, but effective. So good. Okay, let's add a little bit of water. See what changes up. Whoop. Ah. That's what I get for trying to be fancy. Made a little mess. It happens. And a little water. Actually, as I'm talking here, the finish, I'm almost getting a toffiness to it. And that's probably the mix of the caramel and oak, kind of bringing out a toffee note to it. It just kept changing. So let's go for notes here. It loses a bit of that character. The alcohol note is showing up a bit more pungent now. It's like I've made it angry, and it scares me. Because I've had like the, was it Wild Turkey Long Branch, and I felt like that, adding a bit of water to that made it so angry, and then the ABV turned up so high on it. I'll link the review above if you're interested after this video. You get a bit of that cherryness to it. A little bit of caramel vanilla mix. That oak is still there, but the alcohol note is showing up a little stronger on the nose. Let's go for taste. Definitely got a little more aggressive on the alcohol note. But the cherry just dialed itself up to like an 11. That is a fairly pungent cherry note now. Still getting a bit of that oak. Still getting a bit of that vanilla in there. But I'm getting a very pungent cherry. Wow. Still getting a bit of that brown sugar sweetness in there as well. But cherry, oak, brown sugar, caramel vanilla. Almost teetering on like a cream soda bit to it. Just a little bit. It's really darn close, but not quite. Finish is still very sweet. But just fair warning, that bit of water really aggravated it to kick up that alcohol note a bit. Still not bad though. Go for one more. Cherry, oak, bit of vanilla. Yeah, I think that about wraps that one. Yeah, not bad, but definitely I feel like the neat version is a little better. All right, let's talk about market pricing, because we all know market price is market price, and it varies. I was able to pick this up for about $36. Flavyard.com has it at $37, $38, and I've seen it usually go as high as 40-ish. I don't think that's a horrible price for this one. It's pretty solid. It's about dead on to where I feel comfortable paying for it. Going much higher, you're kind of getting out of my wheelhouse personally. I still think it's a better buy than something like Long Branch. I think the notes that this one brings to the table are a lot more defined, and overall, in my opinion, for my palate, better. If this was less than $35, I'd say it's a pretty solid grab, and it would be definitely worth it. Over this, it's a little bit harder to buy. I'd say I probably wouldn't pay more than $40. $44, oh man, that would be a hard one. But maybe if I was really craving this, which I could see the flavor profile that might happen now and again. But I don't think it's a bad buy at all, either way. So there you have it, Woodinville Straight Bourbon Whiskey. If you have any questions about the bottle, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should look for, also let me know down below. I'm always on the hunt for something new and exciting to try. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.